Greetings, metal community. It's Roger back with another response video or competition entry, or whatever you want to call it. This time is for Josh Keach over in England. He reached the 400 subscribers a couple of months ago. I was checking his channel yesterday and he had 450 already, so I think his goal of reaching 500 should be pretty easy this year. Yeah, if you don't know his channel, he's a guitarist, has a lot of guitar videos, makes his own music, but also do a lot of covers. Not been doing that a lot lately because I think he's working on his own stuff, which is awesome. So if you like that instrumental metal or hard rock, you should go and check him out when he's playing those stuff. He's pretty good at it, so I think you're in for a treat there. But he also do streams, album rankings, most of the time with Trevor Hickey and other guests. So those are always fun to watch. So yeah, go and check out his channel. I will link it up below so you can go and check it out. As I said, this is, of course, 400 subscribers, you need to have the number 4. So Josh just wanted us to show and tell about 4 of your favorite bands. Difficult, to pick just 4, but my favorite death metal band, of course, had to be in there, and that's Immolation, as you all well know, those of you who follow me. Been a fan of this band since their first album, and one of, if not the most consistently when it comes to quality, and also managed to kind of renew themselves or make themselves being up to date. The 2 last albums by this band is just fantastic, so it just shows how you can renew yourself within the parameters that they have, and they have done it very well. Very cool lead guitars on this album, and the vocals are deep and juicy, and probably at its best. If you want some more brutal side of death metal, Immolation is, in my opinion, the best there is out there when it comes to death metal, and if you have not checked it out, you should. The next one is another death metal, or some grindy death metal here and there as well. One of my absolute favorite bands of all time, Napalm Death. This is Utopia Banished from 92. Comes with this single as well. This is my favorite album by them, but Napalm Death as well is, the last 4 albums have been crushing as well. So even though they had a kind of a little bit drop in their quality in their mid career, but not that they have done anything really bad, but they have managed to kind of get back into the top, and especially Barney Greenway's vocals are very intense. Fantastic live band if you haven't seen them and like some energetic performance. Go and check out Napalm Death. Then I picked up probably my favorite thrash band, Testament. One of the best albums ever in the thrash category, in my opinion. Of course, that varies. 1987's The Legacy. Testament is also one of those bands that really doesn't have any bad albums. They have a couple of medium plus maybe, but I like all their albums. Not all of them are fantastic, but they have some really killer stuff in their discography, and also been a long-lasting band that really doesn't do anything wrong for me. Great vocals by Chuck. He still sings pretty well, I think. When you look at his age and all the touring this band has done, They sound very good. I really like the newer stuff as well. Of course, the old stuff is better, but the new stuff is holding up really good. So yeah, I'm sure all of you have heard Testament anyway, so it shouldn't be. Yeah, no need to talk too much about it. Then I also had to pick a black metal band because I'm, pretty much a big black metal fan. This is a newer band, but one of my absolute favorite the last 10 years, and that's Miss Thurming. I can't read the title. Alg Laimi. This came out 5-6 years ago or something like that. Their second album, just killer Icelandic black metal, really energetic. Have this very Icelandic sound, which is a bit weird and twisted, but in a good way. Seen them live 3 or 4 times, and they've been crushing it every time. Yeah, just a absolutely fantastic band that really hits the spot for me when it comes to black metal. It is pretty well produced. It's not like primitive black metal. This is having a lot more going on with the guitars, a lot of leads and stuff like that. But it's always played with a lot of energy and aggression, and that is very important for a black metal band to have. That sense of, in a way, brutality that these guys have. And as I said, if you have the possibilities to see Miss Thurming live, you should go and see them. They are awesome. Yeah, next task was show 4 albums to help people get into metal. So I was thinking a little bit, what to pick. I could pick my, old heavy metal releases, but back in the days there was something that we always turn to for finding out new music, and that's compilations. So I just picked out 4 compilations, and you get to check out a lot more bands, a lot of variety. That was very good English. This is the Doomsday News number 1. It has bands like Scanner, Rage, Death Row, Coroner, Tankard, Sabbath from England, Halloween, Vendetta, Celtic Frost, Creator, and Voivod. So you get a lot of really cool bands in this. I love the Doomsday. I do have 3. I don't know how many they released, but I found this a couple of years ago actually. But I've been wanting them for a long time. But really cool collection to get into, like heavy metal and thrash. This is an awesome compilation to do that. And of course we have thrash and speed. It's called metal rock, thrash and speed, but yeah, Annihilator. My English is fucking brilliant today. Sepultura, Skyclad, Hoax, Dark Angel, Coroner, Load Blast, which is death metal. Maybe not this track, but Psychos, Eccentrics, Candlemass, which is neither of these genres really. It's doom metal. Mordred, Lemming Project, which is pure death metal. But again, a very varied compilation, really cool compilation, I think. So again, you get to hear a lot of bands that are very good at what they're doing. So a nice entry point. And we are going to a more specific one. Death metal has a lot of death metal classic, and that's At Death's Door. A collection of brutal death metal. I don't know if it's so brutal, but there is 1 or 2 thrashier bands here, like Exorder and Sadus, but Unbeliever, Sepultura, but Pestilence, Morgoth, Death, D-Side, Obituary. I mean, you get a good dose. Of course, fantastic artwork, and yeah, this is the original 1990 stuff. And you know, these were massive back when we were kids. I was 16 when this came out, and fucking brilliant compilation for death metal. And I picked up one with more black metal stuff as well. This is a relatively new one from Peace Wheel Records. That has called the Dark Side of the Sacred Star. And it has bands like Dark Throne, Ruin, Psy, Christ, Mortuary Drape, Avmakt, Hellripper, Dödheimskar, so Mork. So you get a good dose of more primitive black metal, I would say, not necessarily Ruin, but it's a good variation with these on this compilation as well. So if you want to check out some black metal, you can go and check out this compilation, and check out if you want to listen to black metal. Yeah, that was what I had. Playing in the background was an album that I showed in my previous video, and I was kind of slightly right that I didn't remember this album. It is, I would say, black metal, and it is very good. From Chile. Funerales with Gateways to Esoteric Lights. Double vinyl, just to have some black metal in the background. I haven't played it loud, but I had revisited one of those I didn't know when I put out Thomas's video. So yeah, but as I said, go and check out Josh Keach's channel, and sub to his channel and get him over the 500 mark pretty fast. Yeah, super guy. I hope you like this, Josh, and thanks for watching. Be sure.